This episode of Comics for Fun and Profit is brought to you by Image Comics. Image Comics, we started in the 90s with a bunch of ragtag rebels from Marvel, and we've grown into what you see before you. Hundreds and hundreds of comics released each and every year in a variety of genres, but all kind of supernatural-ish. So, check out Image Comics for incredible variety of comics that are all kind of supernatural-ish.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 732 for comics originally coming out May the 10th and May the 11th. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Tuesday or Wednesday, Drew, 0% of this podcast has watched Multiverse of Madness, 50% of this podcast has now watched Batman, and 100% have finished Moon Knight. So that's where
Yes. So I guess let's 100%. Let's start with Moon Knight. What do you think?
Last two episodes saved it. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure what we were doing midway. I had lost a little bit of faith, and I was like, maybe. 5 was great. The last two were really, really good, and I really liked what they did. And the action scenes and everything in the last one, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Post-credit scene cleared things up because I was a little confused, but yeah. So very good. All in all, the changes of going away from being the smartest person a billionaire away from the Batman moniker was okay. Of course, they changed Steven quite a bit. They changed the wife completely. But there was enough neat little stuff. I really enjoyed all the stuff from the asylum. So,
Yeah.
all in all, B+.
B+. I'm giving it a solid B. I didn't care much for a lot of that Field of Reed stuff. And, they really leaned heavily into the Lemire run with all that mental asylum stuff.
Yeah.
Which was, it was cool. It was cool. I got a feeling we're not going to get another season. So I kind of wish they would have, if they're only going to get one, I kind of wish they would have not done that one. But I'm not sure I'm 100% sold that I liked. Well, I don't know. I'm on the fence about there being a suit for each personality.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm not sure I'm sold. And the fact that the suit is where the power comes from. I mean, he was flying with the suit. I was like, hey, what's going on there? I'm not.
I didn't know if that was just something I didn't know, but
no, I've never read that in any of the books. Some of the touches, the Scarlet Scarab, that was really cool, and I guess that's an old character I'd never heard of, a male character that they flipped the script on. I like that a lot. I really like the design, and I think she needs her own spinoff.
Yeah, no doubt.
I could see more of that. I thought that was really good. Ethan Hawke, he did pretty good. I thought he did pretty well.
Better than I expected.
Yeah, and I think Oscar Isaac did a fantastic job with the different personalities and stuff. So there's a lot of good stuff there. Well, I was kind of ranking my MCU shows that I've seen.
As far as just Disney Plus.
Yeah, as far as just Disney Plus, I'm sorry.
I've got it behind Hawkeye, I've got it behind Loki, and I've got it behind WandaVision.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's fourth. It's fourth. It's close to Loki. But yeah, Wanda and Hawkeye are above it. It's above Falcon and What If.
Now, granted, WandaVision is unwatchable a second time. It was just about being there for the initial run and not knowing.
Right.
In my opinion, there's no way to redo that series.
Can you enjoy it again knowing everything you know?
Correct. There's not a chance.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there.
Whereas can you watch Hawkeye and enjoy it?
Yeah. But if I lump even WandaVision, which grew on me as it went on, because I didn't love it at the beginning, but I did love it by the time it was over. I'm still probably going to put the The Mandalorian's above all of them.
Yep.
When it comes to D+ shows. So I don't know. Glad
Obi-Wan coming up, so that's all that matters.
Obi-Wan's coming up. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Glad we got a new
I'll
night.
have to text you after every episode and tell you who the sisters and all the other people are.
Because I won't know anything. It's all based on your cartoon stuff.
Well, we've met some of these people before.
Oh, okay. That'd be cool. Yeah, I did see Batman. You haven't seen that yet, so it was long.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly some of the stuff that I would cut, and I would have got it down to a tidy 90 minutes or 220 minutes. And I would have cut
Drew's 90-minute version. That's
would have cut entire plot lines out of it. But there was a lot of good stuff in it. Definitely worth watching, and I look forward to seeing another one, I think. You'll notice there's an absence of one of our ads this month, and I know based on the feedback from our lovely fans, the advertising was not embraced by the listener. The insertion of advertising into the shows had mixed reviews. Let's say mixed reviews at best. So none right now. Can't promise you it'll never happen again. But for those of you vocal critics out there, the ad is gone. The ad is gone for now.
Patreon is a way to circumvent the ads.
Yep, you could definitely circumvent them all that way.
Yeah.
Past, present, and future.
Yeah. But it would be nice to have a sponsorships. So just saying, I'm not against it.
No. I think some of our listeners are, based on the lovely feedback I've received.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's get into our previews catalog. This is going to be for May for July comics. So we're going to look at Image this time. And we're going to do it on the previewsworld.com site. We don't have digital previews right now for some reason. So I stopped looking for it. So we're just going to go with this.
There we go. So we may bounce around, and we're not going to give you page numbers, and we're going to go from what we deem as the beginning, but it may be out of order as your
might not be
your book.
Exactly. And it starts off with Rogues Gallery #1, and this is Declan Shalvey doing this.
Nope.
No. He's the cover artist. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah Rose May and Justin Mason and Triona Farrell. It's The Purge meets Scream in a home invasion thriller. Kind of cool.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah. Now, and then the register pitch, which I don't know what the difference is, says it's Purge meets Misery in a twist on the classic slasher tale where a celebrity's biggest fans can become her biggest foes. I like that too.
Yeah.
They both sound pretty good. I would read this.
Yeah, definitely.
What do we think about Starhenge, though? It's Liam Sharp doing everything, writing, art, cover. Which I'm trying to think of the thing that I like of his. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I know there's something that I liked of his. But this is Starhenge, Book 1. A future Merlin travels to 5th century Britain to prevent monstrous time-traveling killer robots from robbing the universe of magic. Oof. High concept there, bro. What do you think?
Sorry, I got caught up in looking at pictures of Hannah Rose May. My apologies.
That the writer?
The writer, and she's an actress.
Do you know her?
Not personally, but I knew it sounded familiar.
Hannah Rose May.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. How you doing? Doggone. I don't recognize her. You don't know what she's done?
I saw there's a couple things, but nothing that jumped off the page.
Shooter, Ballers, Altered Carbon. I never saw any of
Altered
those.
Carbon, I know.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the Liam Sharp Star Henge looks good as well.
Yeah. Above Snakes, #1. This is Sean Lewis doing the writing and Hayden Sherman on art.
So is this the Sean Lewis? I'm trying to think what I know Sean Lewis from. Oh,
No.
King Spawn, yeah.
King Spawn, yeah.
I keep having these people. I'm like, oh, this sounds familiar, and I've got to jumpstart my brain. Did you talk about this 71, 74?
Who does White Knight comics? What's his?
Sean
something.
Yeah, I've been asked too fast.
Sean Murphy.
Yes. Too many Seans.
Too many Seans. No, I did not. Well, what's that about? The other thing.
That's what I'm trying to figure out here. The 71, 74%'s the first. Following the artistic showcase that is 71, 74, Ashley Wood is back with this comic size 48-pager that showcases its ongoing and continuously evolving love affair with art styles that captivate, titillate, and motivate. So I think it's an art book.
Sounds awful.
Sounds interesting, but yeah. We don't get to cover beyond that, but that's interesting.
Hollows. It's a one-shot. It's Chris Ryall and Sam Keith. And it is specially priced extra length. Specially priced means $10, Kyle.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of pages. But
so instead of a 4-issue series, we get a one-shot. It's such a tough sell for somebody I don't know, and like I don't really care about.
That's OGN pricing.
Yeah.
That's OGN pricing. So a one-shot is still the same price as a comic.
Mm-hmm.
A $10 book is trade price, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
At least you're right there in the mix.
I mean, they're even saying things like dystopia, and I'm still just like, nope.
Yeah, it's just a heck of a reach for unknown quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Impact winner #1, Travis Beacham, Stephen Green, Matt Hollingsworth on art and cover.
It's been 1 year since a comet hit Earth and blotted out the sun. Now the world is a dark, cold landscape ruled by vampires. So it's like 30 Days of Night, but permanent.
Okay. So
that's dope. And we've decided to pick up long, giant swords as well. $4.99.
So that's what we're doing in Noctera, right? Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Also an Image.
Yeah. So we've got a couple different things.
And we have vampires here, and over there they're like wraiths.
Nah.
So, but pretty close.
Similar,
yeah. I stopped reading Magic Order's first volume, so I'm not interested in Magic Order's third volume.
Even though it's an upcoming live-action Netflix show?
Yep, especially so.
Okay.
Mark Millar options everything.
Yeah, but like he's knocked some things out of the park for us. Huck and then Time, whatever jumpers.
Yep. I've enjoyed some of his stuff.
I liked Kingsman.
I'm just a little sick of him and his thing, the way he is.
How dare you write 4-issue series that go into media?
Yeah, how dare you? You're just sucking up all the options for everybody.
So you're out for Magic Order.
Yes.
All right, we're into some of the ongoing. We dip into the ongoing with Nita Hall's Nightmare Blog 7. So is that the beginning, I believe, of another? Yep, the new story arc starts there.
Well, then there's another. Okay, we have a Prodigy Icarus Society 1. Is that a This is like a spinoff?
This is, yep, a Mark Millar project, his second one. Or his, a continuation of an existing series.
See, it says, yeah, we've read Prodigy before. So this
Correct.
is, yeah, okay. I didn't love that one.
And here we have our boy, Rob Liefeld, coming back to Image with Prophet #1 remastered. So we're bringing the old 1992 Prophet back.
Okay.
30th anniversary. And we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 plus a blank. How are you not able to show us the art for a blank cover? It's a blank cover.
TBD.
TBD. Skybound X25.
Okay.
Cover D is adorable.
Well, what's that? So what's going on now? What? Because we had Skybound X, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was not a 20. We didn't have 24 issues of it.
I don't believe so.
What's the deal? We're just going. We're just starting at 25. Is that because of Image's 30th anniversary?
Doesn't make any sense.
Now, wasn't Skybound X like Skybound X 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And I haven't been asleep for issues 5 through 24, have I?
I don't believe so.
So strange.
I'm looking things up right now.
So they're adding new comic launches in here.
So Skybound X started in 2021 and currently has 5 issues and is now jumping to 25.
Okay, that's super dumb. I don't understand the reasoning. It makes me mad. But anyway, it's 4. You got 4 bites at the apple because you're getting 4 first appearances of new IP. One of them's a Kirkman, Battle Beast. Dark Ride is Josh Williamson and Andrea Brezin. And then Chroma by Lorenzo De Felici. And then Scurry by Max Smith. So
if you're getting, is it 4 stories or 5 stories per book? 4. Okay.
Hit it. Yep. Returns to share the debut of 4 all-new upcoming comic launches.
Were the prior ones 5? Because if you count each issue as 5 issues, because there's 5 stories, that would put you at 25.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't know if that.
You're trying to make it.
I'm trying to figure something out.
So yeah, this is something to keep your eye on. But even though the numbering's stupid, you get 4 chances of grabbing a first appearance.
Whatever cover D is, I'm in.
Cover D with the dog and the fog?
Dog and mouse. Yep.
Okay. That's Max Smith. So that must be the Scurry cover.
Yep.
That's kind of
can you read a book about a mouse, or does it get to you?
Yes, I'm fine with that.
Okay, just checking.
Anthropomorphic animals are cute.
Now we have more 71, 74 annual down here.
Yeah. 19th issue of Undiscovered Country. I actually thought that ended. A Town Called Terror. Beware the Eye of Odin. Bloodstained Teeth. Bloodstained Teeth, that first issue was really good. I enjoyed that. The concept for Bloodstained Teeth is there are like 2 types of vampires, right? So there's like the born vampires, what's the really old ones?
Yep.
And then there's the ones that get made. And they're assholes. So like the born ones are like the Bram Stokers of the world that are, the high society, make the rules type. And then there's one of them is like just making vampires for profit. So he's turning people into vampires for fun and profit, and that's the concept. And they find out, and so then he has to go and try to get rid of everybody that he's turned. So,
That's funny.
Yeah, it was a really good at first.
So vampires dislike new vampires.
Yes, because they bring too much attention. Because there's like an influencer that gets turned, pays $10,000 to be turned, and then she's like doing it all on live streams and showing her teeth and making a very spectacle of herself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, can't do that. Closet number 2. Not sure what that is. I don't know that I remember the concept there.
James Tenney IV as Foam.
Oh,
this is a move. Yeah.
One of his substacks.
Yep, exactly.
Gotcha. 8 Billion Genies. We were fond of that concept.
Mm-hmm. Do a power bomb yet to come out, but we shall see. That's Daniel Warren Johnson. So bring on Murder Falcon.
Exactly.
Firepower number 22. Farmhand 19.
Great Ice Cream Man.
Oh yeah. Image Anthology number 4.
Hey, there's Lazarus. Wow.
Ooh. Oh, is that their quarterlies?
Quarterlies being generous, man. I mean, it's pushing 6 months sometimes.
I can still call it a quarterly, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wish it was quarterly.
King Spawn still looks good. Philip Tan doing the cover A. Loaded Bible penultimate.
Yeah, I don't remember that concept either.
I like that Little Monsters cover B.
Yeah.
Have they had multiples like that, or is it the first time they've gone? The J. Stevens style. It's pretty rad.
What style would you call it?
I call it the J. Stevens because that's who drew it.
Oh, I thought it was like it was an homage to something though. Yeah, it looks like something I've seen. Like I don't know what.
Yeah. Did you read Metal Society?
No, not yet. First issue is out.
That's right. It's just coming out because we recommended it last week. And by we, I mean you. Radiant Black, Radiant Red. Righteous Thirst for Vengeance number 10. So this is just completely an ongoing. There is no end for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, things aren't going well right now. So we'll see. We'll see. Skybound presents After School. This is number 2 of that. This is their YA attempt or young readers attempt, right?
Thanks. No.
Texas Blood and Stillwater back to back. Jumped off a Time Before Time. I'm not reading that anymore.
Spawn Scorched cover B is super good. Did you do Twig 1?
I did. I haven't read it yet, but I have it.
Wow.
Let's see. We've got Walking Dead still working with the governor, still fighting the governor. All the way up through 43. Golly, I forgot.
Dope looking cover C.
Or 43 or 42.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 42 cover C.
They killed them all. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And what's the furthest place from here? It gets to issue 9. No more vinyls, special editions. was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, Swingy
Yeah.
Boo on the cover.
Yeah. Pretty cool. All right. Anything else?
Absolutely, a neat little image package.
Yeah, a lot
Some
of good offerings.
good #1 stuff. Some bonker stuff, but not too shabby. I like that they're still turning out nice and new things, and then continuing to do some of the 30th anniversary.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
They figure out a number of things, we'll be all right.
I can figure that out. So crazy. All right, let's head over to our friends at coverprice.com for their top 20.
Yeah, let's start with our top 10, and I'm going to start with the 10th item on their list, Strange Tales, number 158 from 1967, in a literal blink and you missed it moment during a recent TV spot for Multiverse of Madness. In the background appears to be a particular character. Speculation is rampant that this quick appearance features a heavy resemblance to none other than the Living Tribunal. His first appearance came in this book, coming to Earth and doing battle with Sorcerer Supreme, ready to pass judgment on Earth due to none other than Strange himself. Sound familiar? And it might explain why we tracked 22 copies moving on the secondary market and a CGC 8.5, about $850 for that oldie. Sticking with 1967, and in fact doing the book right before this, which is Strange Tales 157. Do you know that Living Tribunal fellow we mentioned? Well, his first cameo appearance is in 157. You got that, Drew?
Yep. Good old cameos.
25 copies of this one on the secondary market. CGC 9.0 at $500. We've talked before about this Captain Carter #1 animation variant. It's the 1 in 25. Still moving crazy copies. $300 for raw on this one through 25. New Avengers #7 from the 2005 series. Thanks to the recent trailer, the Illuminati's live-action appearance is back on the list after being officially confirmed to appear in Multiverse of Madness. Tons of spoilers online, so tread carefully. High sale of $513 for a CGC 9.8, and raw copies at fair market value $65. So at rank 6, Thor #1 from the 2014 series. First cover appearance of Jane Foster Thor, who we know is going to be in Love and Thunder. $100. CGC 9.8's at $414. It's crazy. From 2008, we have The Incredible Hercules #120. We talked about this one last week as well. The first appearance of Clyben is making waves due to the news of a crew merch leak being all over social media. Fans have turned to the last of the Skrull Eternals to lead their collecting ways. The Skrull god Clyben prophesies the destruction of the Skrull homeworld. So,
Crew merch leak.
yeah, that's pretty rad.
Yeah.
$15 for a raw. We saw 53 copies move on the secondary market of this. It's crazy. We talked about the 1 in 25 for Captain Carter #1 earlier. Here we just have the standard cover A, and we're getting $18 for raw copies of this at the moment. And from our good old Dark Horse Collective, we have Star Wars Tales of the Jedi #1 from 1993. This book is quite the fascinating outlier in a lore-rich one. Also appearance of Jedi Knights Archegeth, Tol Doneta, Alec Quildroma, and Cal Queldroma. Well, that's the Alec and Cal.
That's fantastic.
A team sent to end a long-standing war taking place during the Old Republic era. It's technically part of the Legends segment of Star Wars, so it's not canonical in all reality. While not necessarily canon, things that weren't prior are slowly becoming so, such a Force healing and Grand Admiral Thrawn. Fans are hoping this era of Star Wars lore will garner more attention, and these Jedi Knights and their epic run and ancient storyline will start that as well. 65 copies moving on the secondary market. CGC 9.8 is going for $285. So bringing back some of this Old Republic era stuff from these Dark Horse runs. So that's pretty interesting. From the 2006 Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man run, issue number 7, the continuation of the story featured in our number 1 spot finds El Muerto, a mystically masked enemy of Spider-Man, lying in the hospital due to a sting from a spider bite. The villain, El Dorado, clad in mystic gold armor, is not affected by said stinger. Blah, 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 blah. Due to this book being the second of 2 appearances by the soon-to-be Bad Bunny played El Muerto, fans speculate this story could be featured heavily in the Spidey spin-off. 41 copies, $69 for a raw. And then, of course, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 6 is after appearances in let's see, who's the first brother? So this is your El Muerto. So we're hoping for the same thing from this one, but this one's 250 for Rawls in this one.
Yeah, and I have a stack of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man in one of my one of my Spidey long boxes, and I've been putting off looking because right now, since I haven't looked, I both have it and don't have it. But if I look, then I'm going to discover that I probably don't have those 2. But if I do have them, that's $300 of found money, right?
Yeah, that's very Schrodinger's comics of you.
It is, right? Exactly. That's what I'm going for. I'm chicken. I'm just like, I still think I might have that in there, but I don't want to look. I don't want to look yet. Maybe next week. At Reg 11, we have Avengers 246 from 1984. First appearance of Maria Rambeau. But rank 12. That made it a $38 raw comic, by the way, and only 16 copies sold. So since people are actually watching Doctor Strange now, there's going to be some Doctor Strange-ish stuff happening on these charts. So prepare yourself.
So next week's going to be bonkers.
Yeah. What If number 10 from 1978 comes in at rank 12. This is the What If Jane Foster was Thor. Not really a first appearance, but kind of, the concept, right? Rank 13, we get Spider-Woman number 1 from 2015. Let's see, this is Spider-Woman Jessica Drew being pregnant in the trailer that fans saw at CinemaCon. And so they snapped this up. CinemaCon. And we went to $15 on it and sold 21 copies. But it's kind of bounced back to $5 because story-centric shared events don't tend to make great investments, they say.
I agree.
At rank 14, we have Silk number 4, the Ji-Hyun Lee. That just came out. This is a fair market value of $11.69. Where's that coming from?
Such a good looking book. Man, that's a great looking book.
High sale of $15 for a raw. Is it a
It's not ratioed.
Just a regular book you can just get? That's very cool. We have Captain Carter number 1, the second print. 21 additional copies sold. And its fair market value is $12.19. Where's that coming from? Help me explain that to me, Kyle.
One more. What was it?
What's the fair market value being like a rando number? $12.19. What's that about?
No idea. I'm not sure if they're aggregating or what.
Yeah, is that what it is? They're just it's just the median of all the average of all the sales. Just say that. Just say that. At rank 16, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 93, the Art Adams regular copy. 18 copies moved in a high sale of $255 for a CGC 98. At rank 17, we have Mark Spector, Moon Knight number 35. This had highlights an important villain from Mark Spector's past, his brother Randall. This man, who becomes Shadow Knight, plays a pivotal role in Moon Knight's Rogue Gallery. Aside from seeing Randall on last week's Moon Knight, Marvel solicitations advertised the return of Shadow Knight in Strange number 4. So we tracked 15 copies, high sale of $192.50 for a raw copy. Was that just last week that his little brother was in there? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, or 4 or 5. I think it's when he's in the asylum.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. At rank 18, we have Batman Beyond the White Knight number 1 with the cameo of the new Robin. Continues to sell 18 copies, $26 for a raw. Number 19, we still have Moon Knight on the charts. This is the 1980 version. High sale of $708 for a CGC 98. And people are waiting for the finale, but we saw it. Rank 20, rounding out the list, we have Wolverine number 1 from 1988. They just love this book for some reason. This sold 20 additional copies and at a high sale of $650 for a CGC 98.
Hey, it's the good folks at Comics for Fun and Profit reminding you that nobody Patreons like we Patreon. So join us at C4FAP and go over to Patreon/ComicsFunProfit and sign up at a level of your choosing. There's various tiers with various goodies for you. Something that everyone gets at any level is you get to be a part of our Slack channel community, and you get early and ad-free access to all our episodes. But wait, there's more. So go over to Patreon/ComicsFunProfit and check out all we have to offer. We urge you, sign up today.
All right, Drew, you want to do some FOCing?
Yeah, let's take a look at what DC has to offer. And this is 5/8?
Yep. Let's do on 5/8. So here we have Action Comics 2022 annual number 1. The cover B being an homage to Action number 1. Liking that. So.
Oh, it is very nice. We're going to start a new Aquaman book called Aquaman Andromeda. Last chance to get that one. I skipped right over that during the pre-order cycle. I don't remember that one at all.
If I remember correctly, the previews was very convoluted on a couple things. Okay.
Yeah. Batman Annual.
Michelion and the cover there.
Is that the showcase edition of Beyond Batman Beyond the White Knight? It's kind of a nice looking cover.
Mm-hmm. Contains issues 1 and 2.
More DC Pride stuff. Second printing for Justice League 75. We have Justice League's Road to Dark Crisis number 1. Kyle, have you seen the checklist for the Dark Crisis event? By any chance?
No, is it nuts?
It goes to December.
Jeez.
It's a 9-month event.
That's crazy.
7-month event.
Justice League 75 going to a second print already. That is a new cover we're getting there for Justice League 75.
I love the Chris Burnham B cover for Justice League Road to Dark Crisis. So good.
Mm-hmm.
What are these Justice Warriors? What's that about? Is that
that is a...
Can't tell.
Different imprint that I'm not being given.
Yeah. Maybe it'll do a better job on the other list. Miss Meow, number 1 of 6. Don't know who this is either. Who's
Mark imprint.
Okay.
Our good friends at Lunar are pumping stuff out, but not doing a good job telling us who's on it.
Yeah, or who the stinking publisher is.
Mm-hmm.
Nice House on the Lake, issue 9. Getting close. Ah, cool. Quest Aside gets a second printing.
That is a neat second print, too.
Shadow War Omega one shot. Got some great covers. And Scoot gives us Wannabes. The first issue.
Interesting. I like connecting. All right, Drew, I'm heading over to Image in our regular and see what I can find there. Talk about Closet #1. James Tynion IV. This is that 3-issue Substack series we talked about. You could still jump on it and order it if you missed it already. It's available through FOC.
That's cool.
Well, the furthest place, a second pressing of what looks like their last incorporated vinyl, because they don't do them with 7 or 8. So,
gotcha. I do like the cover D for Walking Dead 40.
Yeah, that's really cool. That jumps off.
Carl and Judith on the cover. It looked a little like Dust in the Wind at first, but it's Tedesco.
Yep, it's Tedesco. Those white covers tough to get a 9.8. So
yeah. Let's see, nothing there. Maybe an IDW. Probably not. Nope. Let's see what Marvel has. Oh, Amazing Spider-Man 3. Well, Kyle, if you'll recall, I was poo-pooing the renumbering of Amazing Spider-Man.
Correct.
And I was just railing. Not going to be anything different. No reason to do it. No, it doesn't make any sense. Not even really new creators coming on. It's ridiculous. Well, I read it. I read the first issue. And it does some interesting things and is a quote-unquote bold new direction and is actually worthy-ish of a new number one. So
there we go.
I stand corrected.
Speaking of worthy, Spider-Gwen, Gweniverse #2 gets a second printing. We have, of course, Jane Foster Thor on the front of that as well with Spider-Gwen. So that selling very, very well, going to a second print.
Do you like the Momoko Jane Foster Mighty Thor cover?
Yeah, it's cool.
Very nice.
Wolverine 20 going to a second print as well.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah, I had heat on a Wolverine book in a long time.
Yeah.
The Star Wars 24, we have a Yagawa Japanese creator variant that is pretty cool looking. I like that. Might be worth picking that up.
Nothing in Dynamite. Grimm went to a second printing in Boom for its first issue.
That's good.
Good for them.
Same thing with Vampires, the Buffy Vampire Slayers going to a second print.
Astronaut Down from Aftershock Comics from James Patrick and Rubin. So a space Kyle, space comic.
Mm.
And it's Aftershock. We like Aftershock.
We love Aftershock.
Endangered #1. That's a Blood Moon Comics LLC. John McCarthy and Ron Joseph. Humanity as a endangered species following a nuclear war. Penultimate heavy metal drummer, 5 of 6.
Ah. We have New Think #1 by AWA.
Ah, very cool.
Herwit.
Black Mirror anthology, though. Each 5 issues is standalone with its own art team. What do you think about that?
Interesting.
Where do you come down on anthologies?
Not a fan.
Not a fan. A lot of people are not. I don't mind them every once in a while, but they're easily skippable, right? You don't really have to worry about missing out on anything.
Yeah. Craig Herwood's a big-time book writer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. You got any selections for FOC?
Let's see. I like this New thing from AWA. It jumped off a little bit at me. Let me see if there's anything else I can come up with. You got one that's kicking around in your brain?
I like the Justice League Road to Dark Crisis #1, Chris Burnham cover B with the long boxes. The Throne of Long
Very
Boxes.
cool.
Big fan of that
Very neat. And shoot, we don't want to pick 2 things from that.
We've done that before.
Yeah. I just think that that Justice League 75 second print is going to be super hard to find, or super underordered.
Oh, you think?
On that one. Yep, and that'll be something that down the road spikes quite a bit.
Okay.
So I will go with that Justice League 75 second print.
Now, Kyle, it is time for that time of year for Free Comic Book Day books. Let's take a look at what the world has to offer in Free Comic Book Day books. So it's in the previews this month on page 32. And one of the exciting things is Free Comic Book Day is back in the first Saturday in May, where it belongs. So let's hope there's nothing after Omicron that keeps people away from comic shops, because it's usually one of their biggest days of the year, and we want them to do well. So in the gold section on page 33, if you're following along at home in your previews, we get an Archie book from Archie Comics. AWA gives us Primo's #1, which is looks to be a 4-issue miniseries by Al Madrigal.
Al Madrigal, he's that comedian.
I think so, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same guy, right?
Yep.
Pretty cool.
At least that's how I originally know him.
Boom gives us Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We're getting
25 years of Buffy.
Yeah. Never seen a show. Well, not one episode. We have a Stranger...
We've seen the movie.
Okay, yeah. Stranger Things and Resident Alien crossover for Dark Horse. That's kind of neat. I'm interested to see what that's about. Then some stuff for the kids. We got a Underpants, Dogman, and Cat Kid Comic Club. That will be hot.
I will be in need of a few copies of that
yeah,
one.
we'll need to buy some extras for that one. A TMNT Free Comic Book Day, which would be kind of cool.
It's a great cover.
Yeah, from IDW. Image gives us The Bone Orchard, a Jeff Lemire book. Cadenza is giving us something anime-ish, manga-ish. Manga is Marvel gives us a TBD, so we have no idea. We're
so
getting,
hot, so free.
Yeah, so we're getting a Doctor Who book from Titan. Viz, more manga. Blaze giving us Treze, or Trees, maybe? From Budget Tan. Buddy Mask, we're getting a Buddy Mask from Aftershock. That's kind of cool.
That's pretty cool, yes.
Three Stooges comic from American Mythology. And BMS.
That's such a weird cover.
Gives us Cult Cable featuring Jack Black. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, what they're going for there. We get a Hollow preview from Boom. And Dark Horse doing another Avatar. We're getting a Red Sonja Marvel feature stories from Dynamite. It's interesting. Looks like a Marvel reprint.
Yeah, very cool.
Epicenter is giving us something called Tex in the Land of the Seminoles.
That looks like a Indiana Jones homage cover.
Yeah, it looks like old school adventure comics from the 60s or something. There's a Donald Duck. There's an Overstreet guy. There's a Realm of the Blue Mist from Scholastics. Humanoid's giving us the Inkle universe. Might skip that one. IDW giving us Sonic. Probably skip that one. I get a Clementine #1 from Image and Skybound. So we're getting Clementine from the Walking Dead Telltale game universe getting her own comic. So I'm going to get multiple copies of this. Just because.
Yeah, and this is pulled from, this was a story in that Skybound book that came out.
Is this continuing that, or is it reprinting those?
I assume it's reprinting, but I don't know.
Okay. Interesting. So it's a one shot then? Yeah, get the first book 1 by awarding Tilly Walden. Plus an extended look at Everyday Hero Machine. And so yeah, I think it's stuff that was in that Skybound 10 then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I get you. So nothing new.
But still good to see collected.
Yeah, sure. Lev Gleason Publications Comic House presents Equilibrium. Not sure what that's all about. Nottingham gets a special from Mad K. That'd be kind of neat. More Secret Marvel Silver books. TBD.
Marvel. I'm wondering if Marvel just couldn't be bothered to get these out in time, or if they're actually a surprise.
Yeah, it's probably whatever their summer event is. I think it usually is like a kickoff to their summer event, and since it hasn't been announced yet, well, maybe that's what they're keeping under wraps. Oni Press gives us Jonna and the Impossible Monsters. Neverlanders by Tom Taylor for our Penguin Young readers. That's a good one.
That's cool. I'd like to see how Tom Taylor writes a teen book.
Yeah, you remember that The Deep that he did, which was like and then it got animated somewhere, maybe Australia or something.
So this is the sequel to Peter Pan.
Cool.
Neverlanders is
interesting. I like it.
Yeah,
I'll check that out. Red 5 giving us Carriers. We get Best of 2000 AD from Rebellion. Scout Comics, The Electric Black. Source Point Press. Winchester Mystery House. 10 Speed Press doing It Won't Always Be Like This, a memoir. 10 Speed Press, I'm not familiar with them. 10 Ton Press giving us 10 Ton Tales. We get Bloodborne from Titan. Tokyo Pop doing The Guardian of Fukushima. And a Street Fighter book from Udon. Valiant doing Year of Valiant. Probably multiple.
You just get that Bloodborne from Titan.
Bloodshot.
I'm looking forward to that one. That's pretty cool.
Ninjak. Exo Men of War, maybe. Shadow Man. Vault is going to give us Barbaric #1 by Michael Moresi. That's been around for a while. Viz Media, Yen Press, doing their thing. I think that's it. All right. Maybe some merch.
Yeah, quite a few of stuff.
So yeah, I'm going to be ordering some of the extra of this stuff because my daughter always does a summer reading program, and she likes to give away these for prizes for kids that read certain amounts. So I'll do a smattering of different age groups of these and give some.
Load up on some Dogman. Load up on some Marvel.
Definitely loading up on the Marvel and the Dogman and some of the other ones. But it was kind of cool. They picked through and took like all of the different kinds. You know, it was kind of interesting to see. They all were very popular.
Hopefully, Marvel has one of the Star Wars books.
Oh, you think?
They've done it before. I'm hoping they continue.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Our LCS is Cowabunga Comics out of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, and their mail order company, Deep Discount Comics. And we went there, and we were actually invoice number 00001. We were the very first their very first customer, which was kind of cool. They've been nothing short of fantastic, customer service wise. Discounts, they were very close, if not the same or better than DCBS on a lot of things. Over and above, customer service wise, always taking care of us, going the extra mile, so responsive, getting instantaneous responses back to questions about things, and to the point where knowing the stuff you like and anticipating your needs and having it suggested that you might want to add this to your order already before you even have to think about it. That's kind of cool. Really quality experience. So we love working with Cowabunga and Deep Discount, and that's why they're in our show notes every single episode and have been for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes. That we leave them there because we like them. They're cool, good people. That's why they're in there. By God, they'd tell you to, if you've got a local comic book shop that you love, stay with them, because everybody needs to support their local comic shops. But if you're looking, check them out. You can check them out in the show notes. There's plenty of ways to get a hold of them. Either get on their list, just so you can check and see what kind of FOC and pre-order stuff they have and the discounts, and they'll send it to you each month, get you on that email list. And you can check out their shop, because they have a great shop of exclusive Cowabunga variants. Amazing stuff. Yes, they've always been there for us, and we take them for granted. So there you go. Now you know.
Yeah, it's cbsircomicbook.com. Let's see what they see about the secondary market. And let's start with their #1 book, Strange Tales. It is what it is. This has never been a prescription masses. We talked about this earlier. The Gun #2, Jeff DeCall 1 in 10 variant, $900 to $1,000. I'd venture to say that 99% of you have never seen this book, including myself, and I guess from Andrew as well. That being said, the DeCall buyers are all in and are willing to drop big money on these hyper rare books of his. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So getting 100 times your ratio is pretty good, Drew.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Spider-Verse number 6 from 2019. This book is sheesh. It's approaching $300 raw and $100. Honest question, barely played this or that game, but would you rather have this book in a 9.8 or UF4 in a 9? Ultimate Fallout, by the way. Maybe the buyers of this book already have the Ultimate Fallout. 9.6 is no clue.
Yeah, I would rather have the
Batman.
For sure.
That's what I was thinking too. Batman Beyond the White Knight number 1, the second print foil 1 in 25 variant from our good buddy Sean Murphy. Now $75 to $80. Was there seriously enough interest in this book to start to justify a second printing? I guess DC and Marvel don't really care if we continue to just buy them. And Batman 123 Jock had a 1 in 50. It is beautiful. And already up to between $75 and $100. So Jock will sometimes strike big with some of his art, and this is one of those chances or one of those opportunities. Gamora number 1, the Tula Lote number, or Gamora number 1, the Tula Lote 1 in 25. Definitely one you don't see often, and it is a beautiful cover. Multiple copies sold this week for as high as $90 for a Gamora book that's really cool. Once and Future strike it on the list with their 1 in 25 variant, similar to the prior 1 in 25 variant series. This $150 as a whole. This series incentive variants are gorgeous and deserve the aftermarket love they seem to be getting. Star Wars Empire Ascendant number 1, the Josiah Gamacoli 1 in 50 variant, is already going for $275 raw. A 1 in 25 selling for all this. Someone must have noticed that this one is getting. And then at rank 9, Drew, we have Assassin and Son number 1, the Tribute Virgin variant. Huh. The A cover moved from cover price to the $15 point, and this around $30.70. Apparently, this was optioned. However, there's only one published issue of this series due to untimely death of Gaspard.
Oh.
At rank 10, we have Obi-Wan number 1, the Ariel Antidoto 1 in 25 variant. Old Man Ben instead of just Obi-Wan. That being said, it has the look book, which makes it just Mutiny Magazine number 1, Marguerite Sauvage cover that was limited to $10.99. It's a $15 cover selling for $30 or $40. It's a very odd book of the week, but there it is. Very and Comics number 70, on the heels of an 8.5 selling last month for $4,800, comes $3,800 for a 7.5 this month, and this cover has it all.
That is a beautiful cover.
Sorry, Drew. I had to take a drink. I was losing my voice.
Yeah, I lost you there for a little bit. We're over here at Lunar now, looking at our sneak peek at next week, and let's see what the offerings are coming from them. We got a Del Otto Batman cover. We haven't had one of those for a while, I don't think.
No.
I like this Kale New guy doing Batman Killing Time cover. That's a pretty cool one too. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Free comic book day stuff. Be all out. That's today as you're listening to this. So happy free comic book day, everyone. I'm on the wrong number one. So I was on the wrong date. I'm sorry.
You're on the wrong one. Yeah.
It's 5/10, right? 5/10 is the day we're looking for.
Correct.
Way to just let me rattle on and on there.
Well, I started flipping through pages thinking, did he go ahead? What's he doing?
Yeah, what is he doing?
In Urban Legends 15 cover C, Plastic Man versus Batman cover. Very neat. All the Batman Urban Legends are neat covers. Batgirl number 6, really good covers on those as well. I really like the cover C.
Suicide Squads are neat.
Yeah.
Black Label Suicide Squads are great.
So this Blood Syndicate, is that a Black Label book? No. That's where I talked about Jurassic League for a moment.
Oh, there's something about that Batman Urban Legends with Bat-Hound grabbing the Batarang. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. All those Urban Legends were really cool. And Suicide Squad, Get Joker number 3, the Alex Maleev, just the cover A, is a cool book. That's supposed to be Tim Drake, or not Tim Drake, but Red Hood.
Which one's that?
Really cool.
What am I looking at?
Suicide Squad, Get Joker number 3, the Alex Maleev cover A. So on the second to last page.
Oh, you're talking about the cover A. I was talking about the cover B. Okay. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, very sweet.
All right, we've gone through most of our DC stuff. So let's see what we have in Image.
Crossover back for 13. 8 billion genies launches. That'd be sweet. I read the preview pages for that. It looks really good. Tons of Image firsts. If you missed anything, grab them up.
Yeah, everything's available now as a first. So you like the 8 billion genies a little bit that you read already?
Yeah, I do.
Very cool. Wow, it's so weird to see East of West resolicited.
Yeah. Carmen gets a hardcover. Highly recommend.
Lady Mechanica 4.
Is that the last one?
Yep, the last one.
And not much else.
There's our Nocturna that we were talking about before. Or not Terra, I should say. Sorry.
A new Harrow County. Love that. Transformers Last Bot Standing gets a first issue.
We have Avatar, Adapt or Die. Your daughter was very excited. Oh, you're going to start siphoning some more Avatar comics?
Where are you seeing that?
Dark Horse.
You saw Avatar up here.
Dark Horse, number 2 book. Are you on the 11th?
Oh, that Avatar. I was thinking of the Avatar.
No, Blue Cats. Blue Cats.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not excited for that.
Okay.
I'm down in Marvel. And very underwhelmed.
As you should be.
Oh, there's a Midnight Black White and Blood.
Exactly.
That looks pretty good. I'd forgotten that was coming.
You could stop right here, ladies and gentlemen. We've found our pick of the week for Drew.
That is a great cover too. That's gonna be tough. Do I love my genies more?
Ooh, there's 8 billion of them.
Yeah, could be a challenge. Boom gives us Grim number one.
We've been talking about Boom.
Yeah. I do remember that Belit and Valeria number one from Ablaze Comics. Not really sure what's going on there.
An abtastic cover. Max Bemis.
Blind Alley from Behemoth Comics. It says Era doing the writing and the art and the cover. IRRA. I don't know who that person is.
Really neat cover B too on that Blind Alley.
Yeah, I like the B much better.
Carriers continues to have some really cool covers.
Yeah, they do. Paradise Towers, Paradise Found, number 1 of 4 from Cutaway Comics. That's not a sequel, is it? It's just a long-ass title. Oh, it is. Yep. Sequel to the season 24 Doctor Who adventure Paradise Towers. Pass. New trigger warnings from Red Room, issue 3 with the Steve Scroachy cover D. But a couple of piskers. So what are you going to do? And there's a missing cover C for some reason. I wonder what that one is.
I love this on Nottingham. Did you see that? Nottingham 7 of 5.
That is funny.
Yeah. No holds barred number 6. So if you want to get your fill of iambic pentameter, here it is. That's your last bite at that apple.
Right. That's all for me.
All right, Drew. This is one of the podcasts where I ask for your pick of the week. What's that one pick to make sure you head back to your local comic book shop after, of course, going to Free Comic Book Day this Saturday, but going back again on Tuesday and Wednesday because you got to pick it up. What do you got for me?
I think you called it. It's going to be Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, number 1.
Very cool. And something I can't remember what it was. Gots to start writing these down. Oh, Grim number 1, boom.
Grim number 1. Gotcha.
From Stephanie Phillips.
Fantastic.
All right. We thank you for being part of the podcast. Thanks for following us all the way to the end and all the wonderful things coming out next Tuesday and Wednesday in your local comic book shops. Head over to patreon.com, search Comics for Fun and Profit. Be part of the podcast, part of the Slack, and all the other fun stuff. We appreciate you guys there. For Drew, see you.